In today's video, we're going to take a look at coins I picked up from the Knoxville, Tennessee Big Show. Now, Knoxville has a coin show every month, but their show in February every year is their biggest show. And all the coins on the screen right here are from one dealer by the name of Bob. I see him actually at several of the different shows that I go to in the Tennessee area. And everything on the screen that we have right here cost me $10. And that includes this one coin right here that has a price of $8 on it. We're going to start with the most expensive coin and work our way down, and the coin kind of rolled upside down in the flip. So we have an 8 doubles coin from 1938. This is going to be from Guernsey. So this is one of the British controlled areas, and if you thought the pre-decimal system was hard to figure out with the pennies and the 3 pence, 6 pence, shillings, and so on, you add doubles to the mix of that, and that's what you have with the Guernsey currency right here. But as it turns out, the 8 doubles is equal or equivalent to 1 penny in the British system. So one of these is 1 penny, so they still had 3 pence and maybe even 6 pence coins to go with it during the pre-decimal time. So they had the 1 doubles, 2 doubles, 4 doubles. So I guess a 4 doubles would be worth the same as a half penny. A 2 doubles would be worth the same as 1 farthing. And then if you found a 1 doubles coin, which would be over 100 years old now, those would be worth half of a farthing. So it's just interesting how you have the same system, but you add one layer to it with the doubles piece here. But this is from 1938. There is an H mint mark here at the bottom. That means it's from the Heaton Mint. I paid $8 for it, and book value said $9 in AU condition. He does say light damage. I guess he's referring to the discolored area, and part of that is might be with the flip on here. But yeah, there's one little spot here where it's corroded a little bit. But this is a coin I've been eyeing for a while, and I hadn't picked it up until now. And so part of the reason I got it was when you see everything else I picked up, I paid $10 for the lot and $8 for this, and it's not like he even gave me a discount. That's what he had everything priced at. This particular dealer has a lot of loose coins in bins that are marked at $2, $1, 50 cents, a quarter, and so on. And I feel like I got a pretty good deal. Everything else we see on the screen right here cost me $2, and that includes this coin, which was in the 50-cent bin. And if you don't recognize it right off, this is silver. This, oh, by the way, that last one was KM14, if you didn't notice. This one is a 1/2 rupee. 50% silver, which makes it almost a tenth of an ounce, so 0.0937. It's taken me about, I guess, a couple months to actually film this video, and a couple more months to upload it probably. But the day I bought it, the spot price on this was $2.10 on this particular coin. So it is a 1/2 rupee, a catalog number of KM 552, and it's one of the better coins of this particular make. So it's or this particular KM number. So it has a book value of $5 on here. There's a couple of differences about it. We flip it back over, and this is called the small 5 variety here on the 1945 date. So that's the small 5. But it also has an L mint mark down here, and you don't really see that as often on coins from India. This might be my first coin from India with an L mint mark. And so that means it's from, I'm probably mispronouncing this, Lahore, Lahore, which is apparently part of Pakistan now. And so while it was British control, that was, I guess, before it was split up. But So I found that one to be interesting. And this was only in a 50-cent bin. And so I think that one was certainly worth it. I picked up one coin out of a 25-cent bin. It's going to be this one right here. This is going to be from Iraq. It's a 10 fils coin. Here it has the denomination of 10, has the date in our system, their system. That's going to be 1938 on our calendar. KM 103A. The A means that this coin is made out of copper nickel. There is a pure nickel version and a bronze version of this coin. We flip this one back over, and the monarch here is going to be Guernsey the First. And so the last one had an L mint mark. This coin, you can zoom in on it right here, has an I mint mark, very tiny, there at the very bottom of the coin. So that means this coin was minted in India, in Bombay. And so this might be my first Iraq coin minted in India. So I thought that was pretty interesting. KM 103A on this one. It has a book value of $1.50. So I'm certainly happy with that one. This dealer also has a bin of coins that you can pick up for face value, and I picked up this Panamanian coin. I think I say this every time I pick up coins from Panama, that they have the same value as their currency is pegged to the American currency because their planchets are the same as American planchets. So this was their undecimo of a Balboa, 1/10 of a Balboa, is made on the same planchet as the United States dime. So it's going to have the same metal content. And that means before 1964 and earlier, this coin would have been made out of silver, but in 1966, it's copper nickel. And so in this particular dealer's bin, this would have been 10 cents. And so because it has a face value of 10 cents, sometimes you can get euros for face value also, like this 5-cent euro from Finland. And this particular lion standing up with the lion, or with the sword in its hand or paw, I guess, that's the design of coins from Finland. And I believe this design appears on all of their coins, but he sells the euro coins pretty much at face value. So this 5 euro cent coin he sold that for 5 cents to me. So there are about 23 coins or so left that are in this pile. I paid 5 cents for everything left in this pile. And so many of them I already had. Some of them are going to be upgrades to my collection, but this is usually cheaper than I find coins buying them in bulk. And so with the lots that I sell on eBay, I thought these are good coins that are better than the coins that I see all the time. So we're going to move on to this coin from India. It is a 10 paisa coin from 1972. Not particularly rare. This one does not have a mint mark on this one. And for this coin from India, the no mint mark means it's from Calcutta. I have an old catalog. So my KM number for this is the old version before they started. The KM number started back at 1 when they were independent from Britain. But from my old catalog, this is KM 615.1. There are 3 varieties of this coin. This is the first variety where the size of the number 10 here is a 9mm number 10. Version 2 of the coin, it's an 8mm 10. So the number 10 on here would appear smaller. And then the third version of this coin has a redesign of the 3 lion Ahsoka statue that appears on this side. Next, we're going to move to a coin I like from the Cayman Islands. Pretty standard portrait of Queen Elizabeth on this side from 2005, but it's the turtle with poking his head up out of the water. So it has little concentric circles coming out from where the turtle's poking his head out. I always like that design of this coin, and for animal lovers, that's a good one to pick up, I think. This one's made out of nickel-plated steel. We'll move to an aluminum coin from Japan. This one's beaten up a little bit, but this one is a 10 sen coin made out of aluminum. The plus here is their symbol for 10. That is the symbol for sen. If you're not familiar with sen, 100 sen make up a yen, and they don't need that denomination today, since 1 yen is worth less than 1 United States penny. We flip this one over, and it's the year of the emperor is the year the coin was made. So we've got a plus for 10 and then a 5, so it's year 15. That means this was made in 1940. This one's going to be KM61. There are 3 different versions of this coin based on the weight. This version is the thickest version, where it's 1.5 grams, but the newer versions there's a 1.2 gram version and even a smaller 1 gram version of that coin. We'll move on to a low denomination coin from Venezuela. This was going to be a 5 centimos coin. And so you can see the different metal composition when you look at the edge of this one. I suppose that's barely a little bit of copper on top of a nickel core on here, but we have the Republic of Venezuela, 1977. KM49. We'll move to a coin from Saudi Arabia. Here we go. Most of the coins throughout the 1900s are pretty much the same, but this is a smaller denomination 5 halala coin. On their calendar, that is Arabic year 1392. So in our calendar, that is 1972. KM45. Since I bought this coin a couple of months ago, I've come across a whole bunch of these in some mystery lots that I have, but this is a coin I like to pick up for at least, especially for 5 cents, like everything else here. It is a 10 centavos, 10 centavos of a Cordoba from Nicaragua. And it's the FAO version of this coin. Now, there is an outline of the shape of Nicaragua on the back of this coin, but the FAO version has the words written underneath the map here, where it's probably means produce more food or something along those lines, since it's an FAO coin. They did make a non-FAO coin the same year that is missing that line, and I've probably picked up 20 of these, and I've never seen the version that is non-FAO of this coin. So that one is KM29. We have another coin from Nicaragua. Most of the time you see Nicaraguan coins is going to have this similar triangle with the 5 mountain peaks on it, and then the cap and rays for as a liberty symbol on top of it. This one dates back to 1938. And to get this for 5 cents, I thought was a pretty good pickup. 5 centavos de Cordoba. Kind of a simpler design, but something that you would see 80 years ago. This one has a book value of $1. We'll move on to a coin from Cuba. This is another 10 centavos coin. This one's from 1994. This is part of their peso convertible series, which is, I like to call it the tourism coins. There's almost a parallel set of coins and currency there in Cuba, the ones the locals use and the ones the tourists use. And the ones the tourists use are much nicer because they feature a lot of landmarks. And this one is the Castle of Castillo de la Fuenza. A lot of these coins, there are 2 different versions of them. This is version 1, so it's KM576.1. And the 0.1 version is nickel bonded to steel, and it has a metal rotation. The newer version of this coin, 0.2, is nickel plated steel which would have a coin rotation where that would not be upside down when you flip it over that way. We'll move on to a coin from Singapore. Another one for those of you who like animals, because this one features a seahorse. And according to my notes, it's called the Great Crowned Seahorse. This is a 10-cent coin from 1968. KM number 3. Arabic country that we don't see quite as often is going to be this one from Sudan. That's not a 0. It is a 5 because that's how they draw the 5 in on Arabic coins. The Saudi Arabian coin was the same way, where it had a 5 on the left. And let me see if I still have it here. You've got the 5 on our number system on the left, and then it's drawn like a 0. Maybe more like an oval or an egg shape, but that means that it has a value of 5. So this is 5 millim. We flip this one over. It has 2 dates again, using their number system. Our calendar, that's 1973. Their Arabic calendar is 1393. Catalog number is 53. This coin is made out of bronze. It's another FAO coin. The FAO version has all the words on the top, at the very top of the design here. I do not have a translation of that, but the non-FAO version of this coin just has everything else is a little bit larger, and there is no Arabic writing at the top of that coin. We'll move on to another coin I pick up for animal lovers. This one is from Somalia, features an elephant. And this seems to be the coin I find from Somalia the most, but that's really nice how it's got the head of an elephant and the trunk covering up some of the letters. So this one's going to be the 1 centesimo coin from 1950. Instead of having a mint mark, it actually says it's minted in Rome, or as they call it, Roma. It's also the first Somalian coin. It's KM1. We'll move to a coin from Thailand. This is essentially a half of a baht. It's actually 50 satang. It is made of aluminum bronze, and it features King, I'm probably mispronouncing this, King Boomafal. And on our calendar, this is 1950. On their calendar, which I cannot read, it is their calendar date of 2493. It's KM77. The one thing to note about this coin is on the design is he has one medal right here. The newer version of this coin has 3 medals. It's not particularly rarer or more valuable or anything like that, but that's pretty much the easiest way to tell the versions of the coin apart. The 1 medal version versus the 3 medal version of the king. Next up, we have a coin from Peru. This one, I picked this one up because it's probably an upgrade, but at the same time, this design of Peruvian coins, which lasted from about the 30s to the 60s or 70s or so, had a lot of varieties over the years. This one is a 10 centavos coin. Has a date of 1962 on it. One of the causes for the varieties are the many different mints that they use. This one is considered KM 224.2. It means it is the thin planchet version as well as the long legend. By the long legend, it means that the letters Republica Peruana stretch a little bit further than some of the other varieties of this coin. When you get back to the 30s or so, it even spells out the date. And it doesn't just say 1962, it's the Spanish equivalent of 1962. And that uses up a lot of space across the bottom. So lots of different varieties I always look for when I pick up that one. This one is probably the most valuable coin I picked up out of this 5-cent bin. I pick up the right one here. This one's going to be a 1 ore coin from 1896. From Sweden, the 3 crowns is a symbol of Sweden. This one's going to be KM 750. And then here we have the monogram of Oscar II. So you see the 2 Roman numeral 2 I's on here for Oscar II. I put a book value of $4 on this coin. However, if you had it in uncirculated MS-60, this would have a book value of $22. Next, we're going to move to a country they don't see as often. This is a design of the coin from Kazakhstan, where it has Kazakhstan written in Cyrillic at the side that is now up. It has a date of 2005. And while Kazakhstan coins, you don't see them as often, this is even a rarer denomination of the 2 tenge coin. This one was only made from 2005 to 6. It's KM64, not particularly valuable, only has a book value of 30 cents, but it's one I didn't have. We'll move to a coin from East Germany. Most of the East German coins have this design of the compass inside of the round wheat. Five Pfennig, 1981. A mint mark means it's from Berlin. KM 9.2. Here's a coin from Austria, or in the way they spell it, Österreich. It features an eagle on the front of the coin here. It's going to be a 1 Groschen coin from 1926. KM 2836. If you had the key date 5 years after this one, from 1931, in uncirculated condition, it would be worth $60. Got another Panamanian coin, so we've got another coin that would have been using an American 5-cent nickel planchet. This one is 5 centésimos of a Balboa from 1967. This one is KM 23.2. We'll move to another World War II era coin from Japan. We saw the 10 cent earlier. This one is the 5 cents. This is the same sen symbol that we had in the other one, but here is the number 5 at the top. We flip this one over, and this one is going to be KM 60. This coin is similar to the Peruvian coin that we had earlier, as they made it for many decades, but made subtle changes over the years. This one's from Guatemala. It's the 10 centavos coin, featuring the monolith of Quirigua. And it dates to, I had it upside down, 1981. So on this particular version of the coin, the scroll with the date of liberty, 15th of September of 1821, is not as pronounced and has the bird with a long tail on top of it. So through all the years that they made this, there are, I counted 12 different catalog numbers, as this coin was produced from 1949 through the 2000s. We'll move to a coin from Denmark. This one's going to be a 2-ore coin from 1936. This coin is KM 827.2. This one might be my favorite of all of the cheaper coins that we have in the whole video. 10 francs, so it was a country that was at one time ruled by France. And it even has Parisian privy marks here on either side of this ox with the long horns. On this side of the coin, we have a vanilla plant. It's dated 1979. This coin is made out of aluminum and brass. And it is from the, something else I'm probably mispronouncing, the Malagasy Republic. So this is today part of Madagascar, but this was made during a transition period where they were transitioning away from French control. And so we flip this one back over to the head side, and there's actually two different denominations here. You see the 10 francs, but the words at the bottom, Ariary, Roa. Today they use the Ariary on Madagascar coins. Roa is the number 2. This one's going to be KM11. I did forget to mention something on the Panamanian coin that we looked at, the 10-cent Panamanian coin here. I want to point this out. If I can zoom in on it. Okay, so the very top of here, it says Decimo de Balboa. Between the words on either side of the day here is a diamond shape. And that means this is type 1 of the coin. There is another version of this coin where the diamonds here are more elongated. That's version 2 of the coin. I forgot which, but one of them was made in London and not using U.S. planchets. All right, so everything we saw here today cost me $10. I think it was certainly worth it, especially when I really wanted this coin that was worth $8, and the silver coin itself was worth $2. So I've been acquiring a lot of coins recently, and although you haven't really seen a gap in me uploading videos, I haven't recorded a video in several months, and I am quite behind, and it's going to take me a few months just to get caught up. So I've got another 20 videos I have to record, I believe, until I get current. By the time that I record all those, I'll have been to more shows. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.